1 second. Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. And I think we should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. I'm Sami Abasad, Director of Education at T3 Live. I do these videos every week on the weekend. So let's go ahead and get started with our first video of the new year of 2021. So happy New Year. Hope you had a good holiday season, and let's get started, shall we? I want to get started right away because I do have a buy setup that's triggering on Bitcoin. But first, a quick disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss today is for educational purposes only. Okay, so make sure you agree to that before proceeding with today's video. If you want to download a free copy of my ebook, link for that is in the description. Again, link is in the description. But with that said, let's go ahead and turn on the charts and take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I think, might have a short-term top. It's kept me busy the last few days. If you took Ether, as I've been talking about it in the videos recently, I think today should have been your exit day. Marvelous trade. But Bitcoin, I just want to show you real quick. So this is the chart of Bitcoin. That's a pretty hefty topping tail, okay? And it's very far from the moving average. So it's likely a short-term top. We won't know until this bar is complete at 7 o'clock New York time. And then once it is, then the bar's low becomes really important, that we don't break under it. But if you don't think we topped out, there is a nice looking buy setup on the 2-hour chart. See it? That's a pullback to the rising 20 on the 2-hour chart. And I like it a lot. Now, whenever we have a strong topping pattern on the daily chart, which we do on Bitcoin, whenever we have a double top, or you can call it a square top, I like to pass on the first entry and do the next entry. So it triggered already. I have 1 Bitcoin, but I would like to add to it if we can come in a little bit and then go back up. So I'm going to wait for this bar to complete, and then above the high of this bar, I'm going to add, hopefully it'll allow me to add. I have 1 Bitcoin and I'm out of Ether, and I had 31 Ether coins, and I still have, I'll just tell you in a second, I still have 20 Litecoins. So that's what I got. Litecoin looks good. Ether is too late if you didn't get it. But we'll see what happens, what ends up happening with Bitcoin. So, oh no, I'm sorry. I have 30 Litecoins. So as you can see, that's 30 right here. 30 Litecoins. So the cryptocurrency market went bananas the last few days. And it's kept me busy. More busier than I wanted to be. But I just wanted to go over it a little bit here because this buy setup is just triggering on the 2-hour chart of Bitcoin. Okay, now we're going to switch to equities, which is why most of you are here. First, if you enjoyed today's video and find benefit in it, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button. Okay? So if you find benefit, please go ahead and hit the like button. The market is at the all-time highs, so we cannot say it's bearish. Obviously, it's basing at the all-time highs, bullish. But we do have 2-3 bars here in a row that are basing at the same price. So if we break under, that will be bearish. So it's nice when we get a base because it sets basically a line in the sand. It creates a line in the sand. So now if we break under it, we know we should probably come in, not a whole lot, but at least to the 20 MA on the daily chart. And if we break out, then we should expect continuation of this bullish move up. That's it. That's really all there is to say about the market. The SPY isn't any different. It's in fact had a stronger close on Friday. So I like it. I like the SPY and the Qs higher. Again, the fact that, especially on the Qs, that we got a nice space. That means under the base, if we break under it or we gap under it, then we should expect to see a retest of the next support area below, which I would say, around the 20 MA on the daily chart. That's it. It's as simple as that. I have a short list today. I mean, I have a pretty decent list, bullish list, but I pretty much, I didn't mean to click on this. Let's see if we can go back to the charts. Here we are. I have pretty much a non-existent bearish list. I only have one item on my bearish list, which is the LLNW. To tell you the truth, I shorted the LLNW back here, but I got shaken out, meaning I killed it. So right here shorted it, and then I don't know which day I killed it, this day, that day, I'm not sure, because it didn't look like it was going to follow through. But now it looks good under the base. One more time. Stop over the pivot and target the prior low. As you can see, it doesn't have the highest reward to risk. Based on my entry and stop, which if you're a subscriber to my newsletter, feel free to log on to your T3 Live account right now. You'll see what my entry and stop for this stock are. It has about almost 2-to-1 reward to risk. Okay, 2-to-1 reward to risk. But that's the only bearish item that I have on my list for tomorrow. I'm sorry, I keep looking at my cryptocurrency account, which is over here, but because it's moving a lot. As soon as I did, I actually started doing I wanted to do the video right now because Bitcoin was triggering long. That's why. But at the same time, I'm in it, so I keep looking at it. All right, here is the list for tomorrow. Okay. ANAB, believe it or not, Airbnb has a buy setup. We don't like deep pullbacks, and that is about a 50% at least retracement of that move up. But that's a really deep pullback. We don't usually like deep pullbacks. However, if it takes out this bar's high, that will trigger a pullback and like a W pattern, a double bottom almost. Okay, so entry over this bar's high, stop under the big tail right there, and target the prior high. It could also be a long-term investment idea, because sometimes after IPO days the stocks just go up and up and up. We saw the PLTR, remember the PLTR went up and up and up. Shortly after, remember the CRSR, which I called, remember this, went way up. So I don't like the deep pullback on Airbnb, but I think it's not a bad idea over this bar's high, which is 147.89. I copied and pasted this list in the description of the video. So if you wanna get it, just go to the description, copy and paste it, okay? And again, I'm just looking at Bitcoin, which is going crazy here, which is nice. So if you got it, congrats. And if not, I think on the next pullback, it looks good. What I don't like so much is the daily chart, because it's up a lot. I had 3 Bitcoins, not last night. Was it last night or the night before? And I got out on the first run up at 33,000. I saw it only to see it go to 35,000. So I felt like I missed out on $6,000 basically. But you can't nail the top all the time, especially if it's a 24-hour market, because we have to sleep, we have to step away, we have to eat. This is not like the equities market where there's only 6.5 hours. It's a 24-hour market, so it makes it a little more challenging. But at any rate, continuing on here, we have Airbnb. We talked about the buy setup. AIV was on my last week's list. I already have a position in it. It broke out, but it's not too late if anybody is interested in getting in it. I like it higher. Well, it triggered, as I said, okay, but still over 530 or so, with a stop under 489. 530 by 489. This ATAC is a SPAC, one of the special purpose acquisition stocks companies. So I like it higher over 1164. Okay, stop under 1110, and who knows? It's just a few days old. I mean, 2 weeks old, so it could keep going. It's not one of my favorite ideas, so I'm just putting it out there. If you're a subscriber, feel free to log on to your account. You'll see exactly which plays I am going to be taking myself, which plays I really like for tomorrow. Gold has been bullish, and CDE is one of the most bullish ones. It's at broke out over a multi-year base, right? A multi-year range, and now has a 1, 2, 3. So entry over 1056, stop under 1013. That's a pretty tight stop. That's only 43 cents. That's really tight as a long-term play. IVR is a real estate stock. and is a long-term play also. I had a call on it for a few days in a row, did not trigger, has not. I like it over 350. Stop under 325. Okay, I played it back last year over here and felt sick to my stomach because I played it here, got out the next day on the gap up, only to see it double on the third day. But that's the nature of trading. You know, you're not going to be able to capture the entire move all the time. Okay, so played it here, it doubled, and then it doubled again on the third day. So I like it. Usually when they go crazy like this, there's no quick recovery. So they take a while, and it's been basing for a long time. So is it ready? I think so. I'm willing to give it a try, personally. Willing to give it a try. So that's the IVR. KPTI does not look very good at all on the daily chart. You might be thinking, Sammy, I've been watching your videos for quite some time. What is this? Yes, let me show you. Hold on a beat. That's a monthly buy setup. So I really, really like it. Playing it over $18, that means we would have to wait another $2.50 before it even triggers over this red bar's high. So my idea would be to play it just over this bar's high with a stop under the bottoming tail bar's low and see what happens. It's at support. So it's a tighter stop, much tighter stop, more aggressive, but it has an hourly base breakout. Okay, so I like it. It's a low odds, high reward play. Again, low odds, high reward play. Next is the TG. TG already triggered on Friday. I'm sorry, on Thursday. I've been saying Friday, I mean Thursday. Last week, obviously Friday, we had the market was closed for New Year's. So it triggered already on Friday, but over the base looks okay. Stop under the base. TRXC is a penny stock. I like it over 66 cents. Stop could be as tight as 59 cents or under this bar's low, which is 55 cents. So again, it's a daily base breakout. So over the bar's high, which is 66 cents, and stop under 55 or, I'm sorry, under 59 or 55. Notice Bitcoin, guys, since I mentioned it, up how much? $300 plus. That's the TRXC. Unit is a base breakout on the daily chart. I like it. It's not bad. I would really like to see it base for a little bit longer so that the 20 MA on the daily chart catches up and then we get a breakout right off the 20. But what I like about this stock is notice the drop right here, went right back up and is basing at the highs. That is bullish. That's really bullish. UPST is probably another SPAC stock, I'm not sure, or a recent IPO. Similar to the Airbnb, had a big move up and then now a pullback. Since the bar is huge already, you see the bar's high is $41, the bar's low is 36. That would be the entry, 1 penny above it, 1 penny below it. That's a huge stop. So I'm going to wait for the next entry, but it's a daily buy setup. Good watch for next week. Somebody asked me, so the plays that don't trigger, what do? Do you just get rid of them? Or do you wait for them to either fail or trigger? Yes, I watch them even if they don't trigger tomorrow. Maybe they trigger on Wednesday. I keep watching them unless they fail, then I get rid of them. But usually they don't fail quickly. So I keep watching them if they don't trigger right away. XL. XL is beautiful, but also a deep pullback. So had a huge bar up from 1834 and now had a huge 50% pullback over the bar's high, stop under the bar's low, target the prior high. Probably I would target actually, you got to look at the hourly chart, and as you can see there's a bit of resistance right around $30. So that would be the target rather than 35, because 35 could be target too, but I would target the first resistance area because it's such a deep pullback. Usually after a deep pullback they don't go all the way up right away to the prior high. Okay, last but not least is the YCBD, which does look good on the data chart after this igniting move and a pullback and a base breakout on the hourly chart. So over the base long, stop under it short. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's ideas. I hope you enjoyed the ideas for next week. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Let's build on what we did in 2020. 2020 was an amazing year. Actually, let me show you. 2020 was, let me open the, took a picture of my P&L. 2020 was an amazing year, so let's build on it. And this is, that's my performance for 2020, 3,600% for the year. That's correct, you read it right. And then that's December, my second best month of the year, December, 140, I don't know if you can see it, 144,000. And as you can see, year-to-date gain was 908, almost, $900,000. Here's the, took a picture of, here it is. And my third biggest play happened in December, AMPE. AMPE, I only traded it in December, 30K. So that's 2020 for you. So let's build on it. Let's hope and strive to be consistently successful traders. Shall we? Let's do it together. I'll be with you along the way every week with these videos. And if you're in any of my programs, the Strategic Day Trader, if you're a day trader, the Strategic Swing Trader, if you're part of the Strategic Swing Trader newsletter, I will be with you every step of the way. Okay? Thanks so much for sticking around till the end. I wish you a successful, prosperous, and above all, healthy 2021. I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care. Ciao.